welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. Today we're going to go ahead and check out this 2019 Ford Explorer third row SUV, perfect for family getaways. So we can go ahead and check out all of the features and things within. So let's go ahead and check it out. This is a local trade-in. They wanted to upgrade their vehicle, but this thing is in perfect condition. Now that we're inside the Ford, we can check out the mileage. On the left-hand side, it is 76,000 miles. You can kind of see up on the instrumental panel, you have a separate dash kind of look. You have something on the right-hand side and then something on the left-hand side. So you have access to that on the left and right-hand side of the steering wheel. So on the right-hand side of the steering wheel, you have your navigation, phone, and entertainment. You can access things and have that on the right hand side. And of course on the left hand side you can see things like your display mode, trip, fuel economy, driver assist, and settings. Access those things however you would like. You can see your RPMs as well as of course your tire pressures, digital miles per hour, all-wheel drive, things like that. Going back to that, you can see your cruise control settings underneath there, and then your hands-free calling and voice commands, as well as volume and tune with your radio. Let's go ahead and check out your key fob with your engine start stop button next to the steering wheel. So you have a nice Ford key fob, and then you have lock and unlock, remote start, trunk release. You have that automatic trunk release, which is also over here on the left hand side, and then you also have your alert system. You can use this for keyless entry and everything in between. The other things on this side are your tow mode, brightness for the interior and exterior of the vehicle, as well as auto high beams and fog lights. Over here you have your touchscreen display, so let's check that out. Adjustable vents up top, and let's get into it. Audio sources, AM and FM radio, Sirius XM, and Bluetooth audio, which is nice and easy to use. And then you also have your climate, so you can use your climate. You have heated steering wheel, heated leather wrap steering wheel, as well as heated and cooled seats for both the driver and passenger, so you can turn those on and off as you would like. Nice and easy to access. Auto, AC, and then of course your tune, volume, and seek with your radio. You have your phone connections right in here, and then you have navigation with your GPS. Seeing that, type in a destination, get there safely. Find mobile apps, you can connect things USB, and travel link. Settings, you can see your general, phone, Bluetooth, sound, Sirius XM, valet mode, voice controls, display, vehicle, lighting, things like that. And your home menu right up top here again. Heated steering wheel, nice and easy to access within the vehicle. You have your camera button that you can see at all times, and your parking sensors off. You can go ahead and check that out by putting it in reverse. Nice good backup camera. You can see your front and rear sensors to see if you and others are staying safe. And then you also have a little bit of a closer view while backing up. Back to your regular view. Let's put it back into park. Hazard lights, like I mentioned, and that is pretty much it for up front. It's a lot, but you also have your climate on and off down below here within the touchscreen display. Checking out below here, you have a hidden compartment that you have some charging ports in, as well as a little bit of some space for putting your phone or extra key fob. Gear shift, you have your auto manual mode right up top here, as well as your drive modes right behind there. You have your normal driving, mud and rut, sand mode, snow, icy conditions, gravel, grass, anything like that you would want to turn that on. That is most commonly the most used one. And of course you have your downhill assist, and then you have cup holders, your key fob. Now let's check out your center console. Plenty of space within here, as well as another charging port. So you can plug in your USB right in there and charge up your devices. Put that right back down. Comfy armrest, leather, heated and cooled seats, nice wood trim, as well as Explorer into the dash over there. Lock and unlock controls for the passenger, as well as of course the driver. And you have memory seats for multiple driver, as well as window controls. You can fold in your mirrors, as well as fold them out, and then your child lock and mirror controls as normal. Let's go ahead, hop outside, and take a look at the back seats. Automatic seats, so you can move them with ease. Nice and simple to access. Taking a look back here, we can hop inside, take a look at your climate controls back here. So you also have rear climate back here, which is nice and easy to access. You have nice heated seats for both the left and right passenger seats. And then of course you have some plugins and a regular plug-in over here. You have some storage down below here to pull out, which is cup holders. You have some pockets in the back of the driver and passenger seat, and a middle seat that folds down to be an armrest with cup holders. Fold that back up and you can sit 3 people back here. Air vents up top as well as your lighting settings. You can have access to the 3rd row by putting down the 2nd row. Access to the 3rd row is super simple and easy, and you have plenty of controls back there actually that we can go ahead and check out in a second. Cup holders and some storage, decent amount of leg room, pretty comfy 3rd row SUV. You can put up the 2nd row once again and check out the trunk space. Just like I mentioned, you have that automatic tailgate release, so it'll automatically go up for you. And let's go ahead and check out the trunk space and the 3rd row. This is a very unique trunk space and 3rd row within this Explorer. Plenty of space with the 3rd row up. Of course, you put these seats up, nice and easy, fold it back down. But you also have your automatic controls right over here, or you can do just the left, just the right, or both. So let's go ahead and fold them down automatically for you, nice and easy, pretty fast, as well as then you can go ahead and do your stowaway feature of having a nice flat storage. And then you can put it right back to normal, super easy, super fast, easy to open up those seats. Locks right into place, and then you can put up those headrests within a matter of seconds. You have a plug-in next to that, as well as some lighting. But I think that about wraps up everything for this Ford Explorer. Plenty of space and features within. Perfect 3rd row SUV to take anywhere, anytime. And that about wraps up everything that I have for this Ford Explorer today. If you have any questions, feel free to text or call 717-733-8985. You can always stop in for a visit. Thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, bye.